this now. I thought Washington was on the other side of the country.
Hey now!
Wisconsin. Oh, good. Good grief. Yeah, so nice to see you all. Jonathan. Yes, sir. Number one, yeah. What was your question?
I loved you in the Scottish play.
Oh, thank you. Yes.
In a fight with you and Kirk, who would win?
Are you talking Kirk Cameron? Hey, let me just do something.
That's it?
That's it.
That's all.
I'm over.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, we all do that.
I got one impersonation before we start.
Go.
And since you already did Patrick. You ready? See if you recognize this one.
Shimmerman. Yeah, I got a joke. The guy's doctor. The guy's been sick. Doctor, he says to him, I got some bad news for you. The guy says, what is it? He says, you don't have long to live. The guy said, how long? He says, 10. 10? 10 what? 10 years? 10 days? 10 months? 9. 8.
Like Shecky Green.
Two guys walk into a bike. Okay, that's it. Now, what were you saying? Brent Spiner, ladies. Thank you. Please. Great impersonation of Professor Xavier, by the way. Thank you for that. Thank you, Magneto. So now, Jonathan, first it was the microphone. It was the microphone stand yesterday, the chair today. We're running out of things to throw.
I'm fine. Just give me a moment.
Just keep it inanimate. That's all I'm asking.
I'm good. I would say it's the vision of hope for the future that Star Trek has provided over the last 25 years. And Gene Roddenberry, as a visionary, created an environment in which we could all carry on his, well, at the risk of being repetitive, his vision, really.
Do you ever do practical jokes on the show?
Very rarely. Our company of professional actors, led by Patrick Stewart, showed up, arrived at work, prepared. We did our day's work. We tried to tell the story as succinctly as we possibly could, and then we sort of got on with our lives. What was Brent Spiner really like?
I've never met him. I have to tell you, he's a wonderful man.
Thank you. BJ?
Go.
This is good. Look at this crowd.
We have a crowd today. Of course, they think this is the Buffy panel, but don't tell them. But here's what I since you brought it up, and I don't know how much thought you gave to this since I didn't ask you till now, but what is one question that you think should be asked of you? Because we get a lot of questions. What's one question you go, they really should ask this?
I guess for me it would be, where do we go to find your CD? And I would say, therealbrentspiner.com. Check it out.
But hold on, Brent.
Isn't there a second CD?
That is it.
Dreamland.
Dreamland. What about Old Yellow Eyes?
Old Yellow Eyes is it. Thank you so much. And then I wrote, it's not really available anymore, Old Yellow Eyes.
Are you serious?
Yeah. That's the same thing's going to happen with Dreamland. You won't be able to get it.
What about the Hirschfeld that you gave us for Christmas?
There's still a few of those. I've got a handful of them. They're very, very expensive.
That was arguably the nicest Christmas gift ever. You know, Brent Spiner had the Hirschfeld done for us. You've seen the Hirschfeld of all of us. That was a gift from Brent.
That's right. I contacted the great Al Hirschfeld, and I said, "Do you take commissions?" And he said, "Yes, I do. Do a little drawing for me, and let me know kind of what it is you want, and then I'll do my version of it." His was better. And then after that, they thought, well, gee, that went well for them. Let's do one for every show imaginable. And they did. But ours is still very special.
Like the show itself, really.
Very much so. Thank you for saying that.
But I have to ask, Brent, because there's a lot of competition in the Star Trek universe when it comes to music. You've got Shatner, you've got Nimoy. What sets you apart?
Sounds like a lob. I'm telling you. That's just a high lob. Bam.
Yeah.
And the nice thing is Bill's here.
Yeah, it's not in a room, is he? That colors my answer completely. I'll tell you what. You
Rocket
said
Man.
There's what? Well, Rocket Man is a classic. You can't beat that.
Couldn't agree more.
Rocket Man. That is one of the most brilliant things ever done, don't you think?
I agree.
Oh, man. No, I guess so.
It's sort of like Double Rainbow.
I guess what really sets us apart is music, right?
Yes, that was exactly the answer I was looking for.
Exactly.
Every once in a while, you have to foul off those high lobs. You really do. The softballs sometimes have to be fouled back.
Exactly.
And you know, and I have to say, the Common People, Ben Folds 5, I thought that was a brilliant album that Bill and they did together. You know.
Oh, totally. Wait, what are you talking about?
I am talking about, of course, Jonathan Frakes' new music CD, which I don't know if you know. Oh, you don't know?
What's that?
It's coming out.
ECCC?
Well, as far as you don't, I'm putting it out at this point.
It's called Trombone Man. It's a compilation of trombone solos. Fantastic.
Definition of an optimist is a trombone player with a beeper. Oh, musician's joke.
Exactly. I get it.
I know you do. You're clearly the only one here who did.
I think if Bill was here, he'd have gotten it. So. Okay.
Well, we have also. Are you ready?
I'm just waiting.
Okay. Jonathan, we didn't get your answer to the question of what kind of question you'd like to be asked if given a question to be asked.
Yeah, his was better.
And that was the answer, ladies and gentlemen. So, here's the thing. Now, Brent, you do a lot of tweeting, and I want to ask you, because of course I follow you, you've been very cordial, and I talked to this about Jonathan yesterday, because Jonathan, I don't think, he reads the Twitter, but I'm not too sure if he wants people like me following him. I'm not sure.
I don't have a Twitter. Or I didn't even know how to tweet.
You have a man next to you who is...
No, he's a professional and LeVar's
Professional
Serge LeVar. But there is someone pretending to be me, I gather.
Yes, there is Jonathan /Frakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a guitar player.
All he talks about is food.
I know,
Let's
Like
deal
how
with that.
fat.
Yeah, come on.
I'm so sensitive about that.
What was your question?
Well, I wanted to ask you, Brent, because you are, and I brought this up yesterday, now I'm following George Takei.
Oh, this is an interesting question. You
And
didn't have the answer to this.
And Jonathan said,
I
we
didn't
really
have
need
the
to defer to Brent. Brent is the tweeting expert. Someday Will Wheaton will aspire to be where you are.
No. Will is the king. Will is the king of all. Will is
the male Felicia Day. But not as cute. By a long shot.
And so, I have never received a direct message from anybody that I followed quite like the one I got from George Takei. George said, and then this is very, very true, we put it up on our website. George said, thanks for following me. I'm new to Twitter, so please retweet me and retweet me hard.
Well, obviously you were following a little too closely.
You just don't know what the proper distance is sometimes with artists.
With George you do.
I love it here. This is great.
This is a great city. I mean, are we not a fantastic city for just... I just found out, and I think I want to tell you guys because I just found out from the organizers that this Comicon is the number 5 biggest thing that happens in the convention center. Number 2 is the Penny Arcade Expo. So, you know what? We mean something, us people. So, hey, big round of applause for you guys. And I'll tell you guys, you know, because having grown up just being the guy that was picked on in school because I love